Yeah, Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Nick shit, dripping in Nick shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat from the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, you straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, with the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in tempo as they cook my game plan. Let my brand for loop and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base, hit the links, Anthony Mace. We create the logo when there's airspace that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's any Jacksons on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew, so here's a few bars to shine like stars divine to Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here, I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? What's good? What's popping? Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. The pregame show. Divine, Shot Powers. We in the building. About to talk about the pregame show. Knicks down in the city of brotherly love today, playing the Philadelphia 76ers. They're going to go down there and try to get some brotherly love and win a game we really needed after the last debacle we had. We're going to get into all that, break down the start lineup, injury report, all that good stuff. What's on tap. But first and foremost, salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Let me bring in my brother SP, a.k.a. Shot Powers. Shot, what's good?
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Salute to everybody where y'all streaming it from. We appreciate y'all coming in with us tonight on the pregame show. Knicks Real Talk, man. We about to get it popping for an hour, talk about the game, get into all the intricacies and all that good stuff and see how this thing pop off. First and foremost, Cash Out, Core Mega, JJ, Shot Powers in the building with me. Knicks Real Talk, we in the building. Shot Powers, we got a game down in Philly tonight. Trying to bounce back off that disappointing loss we had the other night at the Garden, where we blew a 23-point lead. And and wound up losing that game. And I was, it was one of the games you didn't really want to see, but it is what it is. You live to fight another day. And I know we're going to get into all that because it's going to definitely be some repercussion or feelings about that thing from the other night. But you know what, man? Now we move on to Philly. Against the Philadelphia 76ers and see if we can eke out a win. Find a little bit of joy out of the night, get back into some winning basketball, and see if we can try to steer the ship, man. We done lost 3 games in a row. And it's kind of not selling good in the stomach per se. So we got to get that bad food out the stomach, man. I hope the Knicks can bounce back tonight against no James Harden in 76ers with Joel Embiid in them and see if we can get a W.
Yeah, biggest thing, man. Push the pace, grab some rebounds, hit some free throws, man. We do that a lot of these games. We should be able to win some of these games. Big test tonight for the Knicks. Even without James Harden in the lineup for Philadelphia. He's a dominant player. I'm pretty sure he's close to a triple-double. I'm pretty sure he's at least 7, 8, 9, 10 rebounds a game. 10 assists a game. So he's a big part of their team down there. So we don't without him on the court, we should be able to. We just have to stop perimeter shooting, man. Perimeter shooting right now is murdering us, man, and we have to find a lineup in the starting unit that can defend perimeter defense. We have to have people. This team, if I'm not mistaken, is like team average is like 40. They're over 40% from 3-pointers. I think it was 43 to 45% from 3-pointers, man. We have to play good defense on the perimeter with these guys. These guys can knock it down. And luckily, James Harden is not there tonight. Like I said, he's a high assist guy for them, set these guys up. But we have to stop them from shooting 3-pointers. We have to be man to man. Go through the screen. Don't let someone screen you out. Open it up or close it tight so they can't get through. We got to play one-on-one defense tonight. We got to stop perimeter defense. Stop perimeter 3-pointers tonight.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be that's one of our Achilles heel right now this year is a 3-point shooting defense. So we know we got to try to get back on our game and and get back to the basics, and get back to the basics and try to, stir the ship the right way, man. Disappointing for sure, but it's a lot of things that I've been seeing lately that I'm really I don't like what I'm seeing from this team in certain aspects. And I thought that this team would be a little bit more, have an edge to them. I thought they would be a little bit more gritty, really, truly gritty, because this is the reason why I mean by that. When you got people like Atlanta Hawks, who the guys got a tough mindset, they literally got a tough mindset. You know what I mean? Nate McMillan got those boys not playing like no punks. I mean, they go hard. They do. And I think we missing that, man. We don't go hard. And I'm disappointed from that aspect of the game against the Atlanta Hawks, where it's like you almost got bullied. You know what I mean? Like you got punked. You got to cut when you at home and you in front of your fans, and and you drop a 23-point lead on a team like that, you got to close the deal. You got to close that deal, Shop House. So I'm disappointed in that, because I think what we not showing right now, to me, is to heart. And here's why I say that. When we play Detroit and them, we played Orlando and them guys, they ain't taking your heart. You know what I mean, Shop House? Like they ain't punking you. But when you go up against somebody like Giannis and all these other guys who come at you hard, they come at you hard. And you don't respond to that. See, like DeMonte Murray got a little of that street mentality type basketball in him. He went at them dudes, you know what I mean? And they didn't do nothing to respond to it. So that's what I mean. They got to change that mindset and have like Eddie said, a killer mentality. Because
I was about to say,
I think that's what we lost that game the other night. That we lost our edge, man. We was like, it was like, man, y'all playing too soft right now, because you don't let that happen. I know it happens. There's a game of streaks. But regardless of when you playing a team like them, you don't let that happen. And I think we got to get back to that, man. Find some heart and everything. And let's see what they talking about. Maybe a lineup change tonight. We gonna get into all that and everything. But I think it's needed if it's the K-Shop House. I think we're playing a little soft right now in New York for sure.
I'm just saying this. I'm not advocating for flagrant fouls, anything like that. And please, but I play ball in New York. I play ball in Brooklyn, man. And let me tell you this, man. A guy going off, I'm sorry to say this, and I don't mean like not malicious, but you go get this guy a forearm, man. You let him know, like, all right, that's enough of that. We at the Garden. When they went from 22 points down to about 17 points, and you see that this guy, DeAndre Murray, was smoking, and I'm not advocating flagrant, but yeah, you put an elbow right into him, man. You gotta slow him down, let him know, all right, you hit those couple of shots, all right, hold up, slow down, hit him with something. And I'm not advocating violence. I don't want nobody to go out to try to intentionally hurt somebody. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is you got to give them a New York foul, man. You got to let them know, all right, you scoring that, let me all right, take this foul and go to the line with that one. And if you come back, you might get another one too, just to let you know you ain't gonna be coming down the lane or anywhere around this. If you want to make those shots, make them out there on the perimeter. Whatever. I'm just saying we got to get more killer instinct. We got to be more of Elfrid Payton throwing. What's the guy with the dreadlights when he tried to shoot that last three-point, throw him into the you throw him into the ground and ready. Yeah, the one like that you got on the intro, like that. I'm just saying we got to get some more, like, only person I really seen doing something similar to that was Hardenstein. One game, I forget what game it was.
Yep.
Some happened to IQ, and they was in IQ face, and you seen Hardenstein come over there and push the guy out of his way, and then the rest broke it up a little bit. Then Brunson he did the same thing with Brunson. He ain't letting you just come push around on his peoples. That's what we need. We need a little bit more of that. Like I said, I'm not advocating, but you hit these guys with some solid fouls, man. You hit them with, you let them know, and we haven't been doing that, man. And that game was as a fan, that was a hurtful game, man. So
yeah, it was, man. And you know what? And the reason why we brought that up about that, you gotta have that. You know what? The New York Knicks gotta represent New York City.
Yeah, man.
You a basketball team playing in New York City. You got to represent your city. New York is they go hard. I mean, it's grimy, it's hustle, it's bustle, it's kick. You know what? I got to go get it. That's New York. That's New York City. And the Knicks got to have that same type of spirit. And I think that game against Atlanta, them cats came in here and took that from them. You don't let DeAndre Murray score. You know, you don't let them. Not from, like you said. You don't got to hurt them. You ain't got to give him a flagrant foul. You can give him just give him a hard foul. Foul is part of the game, but let him know that you're just not going to run up ahead. If you give him a little bump and let him know, like, you come down the lane next time, it's going to be a little different. You know, we just can't let you walk in there and throw a finger roll. You're going to have to get smacked on the arm or something. But I just think that the energy and the effort from that standpoint on the defense, I think them cats kind of punked the Knicks the other night because Julius Randle and them did not respond to these dudes. The only one responded really was Emmanuel Quickly. He responded. You know what I mean? Emmanuel Quickly responded the other night. You know what I mean? A lot of them other cats, RJ played good. You know, Brunson did what he did, but they still from a mentally standpoint, I don't think they were there. So I think that they got to get that. They got to get back to the base, to go hard, man. It's just that's what it's about, I guess.
Not to jump in on you, but to elaborate on what you said. Like you said, OB, IQ, RJ was one of the guys I thought that wanted to win the game.
Facts.
And you know what happened in the third quarter? He scored 3 chippies going to the basket. And that third quarter, he did not get the ball back at all. Like almost the whole third quarter until he got substituted out. He did not get the ball back. And he should have been getting the ball every time down. He made 3 straight layups. He just didn't get the ball. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I watched I watched it 2 times, man. And he made those 3 layups and he didn't get the ball back. He didn't get the ball back no more that quarter almost. It seemed like he didn't get the ball back, which they should have just been giving it to him. Let him drive to the hole and keep going to the hole, man. Then he would have started making getting some and ones and getting some extra shots then he would start getting hot in the rhythm. Then he would start hitting his jumper. I'm pretty sure that 3-pointer would have popped off after that. Once you get in a rhythm, you start getting hot, you more amped. So when you take a shot, you're more ready to anyway. That he didn't get the ball back in that whole third quarter. IQ played well that game, man. IQ played like he wanted to win. 16 rebounds. What can you say?
Okay, yeah, real talk. We get into it now, man. We just wanted to kind of go over the recap because we wasn't on last night for the Knicks Real Talk recap show. So we kind of want to recap some of the game that went on the other night so we don't cheat our fan base. So this, you know, it's like the pregame, but the post game and the pregame tonight. So we was kind of dwelling on what happened in the past game. Now, for moving forward to the day, the pregame, y'all know what's on tap, man. You know, for right now, we're going to get into the starting lineup, injury report, and all that. We're going to come back in a minute and refresh the brain. And let's get into what's going on today and all the stats and everything, Child Powers. Let's get into the pregame recap, but we'll be back. Let's get it, Knicks Real Talk. We'll be back, man. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it divine and shine the building. Knicks pregame show. Knicks down in Philadelphia, man, in home city of Bloody Love against the 76ers, man. So we're gonna go out there and continue the show and get it popping. But you know, for the Knicks, you know, for the on tap, man, the injury report tonight, starting lineups. Let's get into all that right quick and we get back at it. For the Knicks tonight, I think per night just was saying it was grind, but per lineups they had Robinson, Randall, RJ Barrett, Quickly, and Brunson, and then like I said, it might change. Like Pud Knight said, if they decide to go with Quentin Grimes, but at the lineup this was projected for the 76ers tonight. Tyrese Maxey, Thibault, Harris, Tucker, Embiid. Obviously, for an injury report, their guy James Harden is out. Matisse Thibault question. DeAnthony Milton and Embiid is questionable. I think he's going to play tonight. For the New York Knicks on the injury front, guys. I don't think nobody's out for us other than, we have no players out. We fully loaded, fully healthy. So, you know, Knicks don't have no injuries on that front line tonight or nowhere. So that's good to know right there that we're going in there tonight healthy. And I think going to make a difference when we play tonight. So let's see how that goes. and all that good stuff, man. So I'm really excited about a shot, Howard. We just got to try to eke out this thing and get a win tonight, man. We just need it.
Yeah, we definitely need a game. We need a game for everyone to play together. We need Brunson to get back out there and start getting back to his high assist passing. We need Julius to be down low and set up for a shot and shoot a shot instead of dribbling the ball back up the court. We've seen some reminiscences, stuff that resembles stuff that we did last year. And we don't need Julius to do that right now with Jalen Brunson on the court. This team tonight is a very organized team, and they've been playing together for a little while. And Maxey is playing out of the spectrum right now. Now, Joe Bede is going to be a problem down low tonight, so we have to do something with rebounding tonight, and we have to stop. This team, if I'm not mistaken, is about at least 42% from 3-point collectively as a team. 42%. 3-point shooting team. So we really, really, really have to stay out on this team and contain them from shooting 3-pointers. I think I remember this. I think Maxey shoots about 7 free throws. 3-pointers a game, and he hits about 4 to 5 or something like that. It was 4 or 5. He hits about 45%. He's a 45, 47%, very high. He's hitting almost 50%. We have to stay on him tonight, hardcore.
Yeah, real talk. That they was interested about the Philadelphia 76ers. They not playing their best ball, but they got a pretty deep roster, man. I mean that second unit could be a problem. They got Montrezl Harrell down there, Daniel House down there, and they still got Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle, Kuzma, Korkmaz. That cat can knock them down with the best of them. So it's going to be a big challenge for the Knicks tonight, man. That because they don't got James Harden, they still got a pretty good team down there. And them boys can get it on both ends. They came out the gate pretty rough, starting the season. I think they're gonna try to find their game tonight against us, but let's hope that don't happen. But for our Knicks, man, yeah, they talking about the lineup change going on through the course of the day, man. When you're out there and all the blogs and on Twitter and everything. They talking about Tom Thibodeau going to a different lineup. If that's the reality, they got Admiral Quickly starting, which is well deserved, by the way. No knock on Quentin Grimes. And I've been thinking about this all day. There's no knock on Quentin Grimes, but Quentin Grimes is coming off an injury, and he's not ready. But Admiral Quickly has been ready. He's been balling. So it makes sense to start Quickly to me tonight because he got a rhythm. He's been playing good. Because if you start my man tonight, he might be rusty where he might not even have an effect like Evan Fournier tonight because he ain't played in a minute. You know what I mean? But his game might not be, it still might be rusty. And so to me, being that the man Quickly's been balling the whole season, he's been popping, I think he gives you a better chance, at least tonight anyway, Shot Power. Now you can put Grimes in there once you get a little bit more, whatever. But I think for tonight, because it really should be about we need a win tonight. I think Emmanuel Quickly in the starting lineup tonight with Jalen Brunson gives us a better chance to win tonight anyway, just this one night. And then you can see how it goes from there because he's been playing ball, man. I think we know Quentin Grimes eventually probably will take that spot. But for tonight, I wish it would be Emmanuel Quickly because I think that cat playing some good basketball for them defensively, rebounding, assists, everything. He's like triple threat right now. And plus his defense is good. So I really think that might be a good shot to do is go with him tonight until Grimes be at 100%. Now, so what it looks like to me, down the line, we might got to be thinking that Evan Fournier thing might when you bench a player like Evan Fournier and becomes regular, then you know what that means?
Yeah, you know what that means.
It might be Jetson at the trade line, if that's the case. Because unless he pops so good for the Knicks that it's worth him staying on a team in the second unit. But if he stayed the same, I think they're going to Jetson him. So, but I do think IQ gives a really good shot tonight because he's been playing some good basketball shots. That's what I really want to say.
Yeah, he has been playing back. He's been playing like he wants to win. Not super duper. He almost had a triple. I think it was like 2 or 3 assists away from a triple double. He's playing basketball, man, and he's looking for his teammates and he's playing defense. And I would love to see him in the starting unit tonight. And and I hate to say it out loud, but Fournier need to have a fake sprained ankle or something like that so we can have Quentin Grimes come out on that second unit with D Rose and Reddish and Obi Toppin and Hartenstein. We have to start thinking about. I'm not pushing Fournier. All right, this how I feel. Fournier has been playing like a turnstile, and I've been saying it for a while. And you do one move to the left, he breaks to the left, you go back to the right, you right past him. And one of the things that I don't like every time that when he gets beat is he gives the and one. You know, he gives an and one almost every time. If you pay attention to how when he gets beat and he goes to the hole, he fouls, and it's usually an and one. You know, and that hurts the team, and it hurts you see it on the team, on the players' faces. They like, damn. You know what I mean? So, you know, let's see what happens, man. I have the most respect for Evan Fournier, man. And I think he can still have a role in that second unit, man. You know, a couple of minutes or something like that. He can still have a role in the first unit, but not as many minutes. Maybe he comes out there the first 5 minutes. You try to feed him a couple of shots like that. See if you can hit a couple of threes. If you don't hit any threes, then 5-6 minutes into the quarter, you make a substitution for him. You know what I mean? Then you see about if you want to put Grimes in, or if you want to put IQ in the first man off the bench. You know, figure something out, man, because his defense it was talked about before the start of the season about Fournier and Brunson. In the backcourt per se, you know what I mean? And it doesn't look good with Fournier back there right now.
Yeah, real talk. I mean, Fournier to me, he could be on that second unit just dropping jewels. Bang. You see one thing about that first second unit, when you got people like Quickly, Derrick Rose, who can constantly break downhill, you know what I mean? And because they are point guards, they'll pass the ball to Evan Fournier before Julius. Not saying Julius Randle and RJ is selfish, but Derrick Rose will know a pop it to him, you know what I mean? Or Quickly a pop it to him over there because they like true point guards in a sense. And he'd be wide open where you with Randle and RJ and them, they more in tune to getting their points. They're not selfish, but they're more in tune to getting their points. You know what I mean? But that second unit, they don't got that pressure like RJ, Randle, and Brooklyn because they making $25 million, so they gotta go get their buckets. And that second unit, them cats don't make that money, so they all could just play all as one more of a team. I think Evan Fournier a pop of the second unit because, like I said, you got guys like take the pressure off him from the 3-point line. I think Derrick Rose right now and Emmanuel Quickly shooting the ball better than that whole squad unit together as a 3-point shooting team. So, you know, it takes the pressure off Evan Fournier. He's not the only one in there that can launch a three. Derrick Rose can launch a three. Emmanuel Quickly can launch a three. And even Obi getting good at launch a three. Hartenstein can actually launch a three. So I think it works out well for Fournier in that aspect because he around a team that does what he does, and they only got to rely on him so much more than in the first unit. So I do think it'll make a big difference on the Knicks, man. So I'm hoping that's the case. I hope that's the case tonight. And they just do that and just see where it go from there. Evan Fournier must around be like a Lou Williams and them cats like that, but coming in instant offense, you know, just instant offense, going there, boom, knocking it down, and I think it'll happen. My man, International Andy in the building. Salute to you, my brother Andy. What's good with you, man? Hope all is well. My man Andy on the other side, man. Black and Andy in the building. MBK family all day, every day. My man Andy, brother, salute to you, man. Much love. Yeah, man. But we just gotta. I'm dying to see how they're gonna do this thing, man. Real talk. I think if they do it tonight, it might make a big difference for the Knicks. Real talk. I think that's gonna help that team play with a little bit more defense, a little more energy, a little bit more toughness from a physical standpoint. And I think having Quickly back there tonight, both of them, him and Jalen Brunson, can break the defense down, get in the lane. They can shoot the 3 ball. I think it's gonna be interesting to see tonight, man. So let's see if hopefully it translates into a win tonight against them guys. Like I said, they got a pretty good team down there. You know, they've been playing kind of mediocre this year too so far. Excuse me. So you know they're gonna look to win tonight. They're gonna come out there hard because you know Doc Rivers he's gonna be on the hot seat if this thing don't go the right way this year. You know he's gonna be on the hot seat. So I think they want to win the game just as bad as we do. So we got to go out there and compete tonight. And put all that stuff from behind us the other day, man. Just a bad loss overall, and try to win tonight. So let's hope they do it, Shot Powell. And I think they're gonna be ready to play. I'm really this could be a good move for the Knicks if they do this lineup change for one reason. And I'll pass it to you. It tells you that they know they need to do something. Number one, you know that's always a good thing. They're aware that they hearing the noise out there about some of Obi Toppin and Quickly them people, blah blah blah. Even though it's all noise that at this stage in their career, blah blah blah. You hear on Twitter they should be getting more minutes. So the Knicks starting to hear all that. And I think Leon Rule them going to start hearing all this stuff, especially after that loss. So let's see how they do tonight. And I hope it turns out for the best. But I do think they're going to start hearing the rumbling that they're going to get this stuff together.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there, about about the two guard right now, and also I've been hearing some things out there about a little bit more minutes for Obi Toppin. And that's what I was clamoring for this year, man. I do not think Obi Toppin can be held 14 minutes and under. He has to get about 20 minutes a game. And not to hop on Tibbs a little bit, but he should have let Obi play a little bit more than Randall the last game, I believe. I mean, let him get out of it. It seemed like we were. I don't know what it was. It seemed like the team that gave up. I don't know, like we got punched right in the face, like real hard, and you start seeing those little stars and stuff like that, and you can't focus. I don't know what it was, but there's some chat out there about that too. So let's see what really happens, man. I hope some guys start the cream rises to the top. So let's see what guys really step up to the plate and see how minutes are really dictated in the see how people get minutes, coming along in this next couple of days and stuff like that. We got some hard games coming up, man, and this is not no easy game right here. And I believe the Knicks have a chance to win, but we have to push some pace. We got to grab some rebounds, and we definitely got to hit some. And one extra thing to hitting the free throws, we have to move the ball, man. It seemed like the ball been real stagnated the last 2 games or so. Sticking. In the first couple of games that we played, the ball was moving. 28, 26 assists, 24 assists, 25. We haven't. I don't think the last couple of games I don't think we broke up 15. So we have to start moving that ball again.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to my brother. Peace of law, peace of God. My physical brother, unique law, the building, peace God. But I want to drop a lyric right quick from KRS-One back in the days, and this is what happened the other night. Here's where the problems start, no heart. Just for that, a lot of crews fell apart. Here's where the problems start, no heart. Just for that, a lot of crews fell apart. Love's gonna get you. What I'm saying is, we didn't play with no heart. We fell apart the other night. You know what I mean? So we got to get back at it, man. You got to come up there with some heart in the building, man, and let the cats know that you just don't come up here and do this. You know what I mean? You got to get back to the basics, man. And one thing you could say that Tom Thibodeau team, the cats go hard. Alpha Payton, I cannot say it enough. Alpha Payton and Reggie Bullock went hard. They went hard. And you see when I got the New York City Gritty comedian intro, when my man Alpha Payton pushing my man down to the ground after he shot that ball out of disrespect. We missing that. That's what we missing. That type of heart. And I think Jalen Brunson got that. RJ got it. But I think we got to go out there and say, you know what? Tonight when we go get a Philly, Philly how New York and Philly get down. So it's going to be a real competitive game. But they can't let Embiid and them start bullying. You can't let Tobias have any cat just start bullying. You know what I mean? You can't do that. You know what I mean? You gotta go hard. Eye for eye, tooth for a tooth, and more or less in a basketball sense anyway. So if they do that tonight, I think we come out that thing tonight. We can win the game. But they got to show some heart, man. And like I said, I don't see somebody coming down 23 points, come in the Madison Square Garden in the Mecca, down, got the team down 23, and they come back and beat you by 9 on your home floor. That's hard. And they got to get that tonight. And beating them ain't no joke down there in Philly, man. They got this city brotherly love, but them cats go hard though. So they got to get it popping tonight, man. And they do that, I think we can prevail. I think we have a chance of winning this game, but I'm hoping that this lineup change, if everything is true, to stand true to power we've seen out here on the reports and everything on the lineup, the injury reports, everything is true, and the Knicks are making that change. I think it's definitely for the better, the Knicks. I can say that much. This change is needed, and I can't reiterate that enough. If it's the 2-guard spot, is needed. We've been talking about it since the day one. You know what I mean? Right? Power said the all season, he was like the 2-guard spot in New York is going to be the difference between this season being good or bad. And right now it's a 2-guard spot, just like we said in the summer, because Evan Fournier was an issue in that starting lineup from a defense perspective, from a team that's known to play defense. Tom Thibodeau, the defense-minded coach, he got defense-minded players, and that's how he won his games. So not having that defense-minded dude at the 2, I was like, you better put Grimes or quickly in there. It's a better chance of winning from a defense standpoint. We're not losing games until we're not shooting the ball well, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We got beat by 119, 121, and the other night we lost. Oh, we lost by, and that was up there because our defense ain't playing. It's not gritty enough. Mitchell Robinson blocking shot, doing what he can. You know what I mean? And but who else on that team is and quickly? Name somebody other than quickly and Mitchell Robinson and maybe RJ because of with his matchup playing gritty defense in New York right now. And we got 15 men on the team. I could pick 3 guys out that team right now, the ones who playing defense. Everybody else ain't playing nothing. And that's out of 15 guys. That's why we losing. So we got to get back at it, man. That defense won championships. You know what I mean? We can believe, that's how it goes. So let's hope that tonight, man, they can find a way to Mitchell Robinson can slow Embiid down. He ain't gonna stop, but at least if Mitchell Robinson can slow Embiid down tonight, you don't have the James Harden situation. But then again, Emmanuel Quickly, I think that's the reason why his probably started Quickly not is because of Maxey shot powers. I think he said, listen, I got to start Emmanuel Quickly at grind tonight because of Tyrese Maxey. And he don't want to put Jalen Brunson in a bad situation trying to guard him all night long. Jalen Brunson has been in foul trouble quite a few times the last couple of games. So I do think that Tibbs might have did that switch up tonight is because of Tyrese Maxey not putting the pressure on Jalen Brunson when he get in early foul trouble in the first quarter because he got to guard somebody. And I think that was a smart move. I give Tibbs that credit on this run so far today by doing that. And I think it'll ease the burden of Jalen Brunson getting in foul trouble all day long because he helped my man, his 2 guard in the backcourt with him is not living up to his standards. Let's hope that helps out tonight.
Yeah, we need all hands on deck tonight. However the lineup comes in, and we everything was I seen out there too. Everything is speculated. We don't necessarily know. Tibbs might just run out Evan Fournier tonight, but he may make a quick substitution for Evan Fournier. Late instead of 7-8 minutes in the quarter, you might see him out of there 3-4 minutes in the quarter. You know what I mean? And substitute somebody else in, to open up the lineup a little bit because Grimes is going to get some playing time tonight. Grimes is going to play tonight. I don't know how many minutes he's going to get, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be out on the court. I don't know if we start Grimes for just coming off the injury. I don't know if that's a good idea. He's just coming off the injury. He only played maybe 2 minutes the other night at the end of the game. I don't know if that's a good idea to start him, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing IQ out there tonight. Mm-hmm. IQ starting out there with Brunson and Randall. I wouldn't be opposed to that. That could shake something up. You know what I mean? And I think IQ will be ready for the occasion.
Yep. Yo, real talk. Hey, salute to the chat, man. That's where it's at. I got to shout out my people, Elton Lee, the professor in the building, Eddie Alvarez, salute to you. Cash out, Walter Malone, Hector, Jet for Life, Walter, Peace of the God, Unique Law, Allah Wise, Peace of God, there, man. Everybody, salute you, Pudge, Nice, P, Nice, Jet for Life. Everybody, salute to the chat, man. But yeah, you know what? I think it's going to happen because, when I follow, I try to, where there's smoke, there's fire. And being that it was kind of put out there early, but then, like I said, I went on my on lineup. And early when I was on lineup, they had Evan Fournier in the lineup. When I went down there this morning, they had Evan Fournier literally starting under the next lineup. But then when I went there a few minutes ago, that lineup put Emmanuel Quickly in there. And these is like reliable stat sources. So it's not like somebody speaking hyperbole. They out there on a structured way. So lineups had them out there. They did have them out. And now they got my man in. So it might be reality. Like I said, it was out there in the atmosphere, in the stratosphere about Evan Fournier. So it might be real. I think I would say it's pretty much real. And it makes sense though. It makes sense. It really does. I think this is the time we gotta go at that, man, and make this thing happen.
Yeah. You're breaking up, Divine.
Oh, I'm there. I am. You hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, my bad. Yo, go ahead.
Oh, nothing major. I'm just saying, we really got to try to get out here tonight and do some real things tonight, man. A lineup change could be warranted right now. Maybe it's something to change the perspective of how the team will play when they get out on the court. Putting IQ out there wouldn't be a bad idea. We have a little bit more shooting in the offense. We have someone that can grab rebounds and pass the ball because right now we're suffering at those things. So let's see what if it's IQ. I'm wholeheartedly with IQ starting tonight. It would be a good statement piece, especially if he comes out tonight and he plays well.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah. I mean, it's to me, it was inevitable. I just think it was needed to be done. If it's true, it needed to be done. It's nothing wrong with that. Listen, some of the best players in the NBA, a la Jamal Crawford, a la Terrence Lou Will, a lot of guys come off the bench and have great careers. Because it's nothing wrong with being a fifth man and a sixth man. You're still a man. You just one spot for further, but you're still a man. No matter, as long as you're in a rotation, that's all that counts. Because it's really all about the team anyway. So it shouldn't matter if at this stage of his career, being here 10 years in the NBA, he understands the nuances of the NBA. He understands the business. He understands what it means to be a team player and know if you might be better situated at this stage of your career to help the team more better in this situation than you being in this situation. That's a professional. You know what I mean? That's just being professional. So I don't think I think it's the right thing to do from a Knicks standpoint as a team. And I think he's a team player. Jet for Life said Grimes is starting tonight. And so that's interesting. So know what can happen now? Evan Fournier might get the 2 guard minutes, and they might get that 1 guard minute quickly to back up Brunson for a minute. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know, like he was talking about earlier in the year, even though Derrick Rose playing well, they might reduce his minutes. So you might see Fournier come in for Grimes and Mando quickly go in for Jalen Brunson. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see tonight. But like I said, I think the writing was on the wall. And I think that loss rubbed a lot of people the wrong way the other night. It had to, because it rubbed me the wrong way. You let Trae Young and Atlanta Hawks to come up in MSG and you beat these cats by 23 and you lose. That'll rub anybody the wrong way. If you're a true basketball fan and you in that front office, you coach Tibbs, you're like, oh, this is embarrassing. I don't care.
Yeah, man.
You know, so I can see that. I'm glad they responded to it. I'm glad the Knicks responded to what happened the other night. Because if they would have came out tonight with that same line of knowing that your defense is playing the way it's playing, if they would have came out with that same line, I'd been like, you know, and people started, the rumblings was out there, man. People talking about fire Tibbs now. He on a hot seat, blah, blah, blah. So the Knicks reacted to the energy out there, and I'm glad they did it because they did. We good fans, man. We know, and we ain't no fools. We know basketball. You know what I mean? They say New York Knicks fans are the most novel fans in the business. So we know, and that's why we got these podcasts all over the place. We got brothers and sisters up in the chat who just novel as well. So yeah. You know, I think it was no, and that's a good move though. There's nothing wrong with it. Evan Fournier is a good basketball player. Let me reiterate what I'm saying. He's a good basketball player at this stage in his career because we suffering on a defense end. He's kind of a liability right now for the Knicks. He's a liability. So you got to do the change. If you didn't, then I would be more disappointed as a Knicks fan if you didn't make the change, knowing that that's the Achilles heel right now of your defense and you're a defense-minded team. If you know your Achilles heel is something, you better get it fixed by the doctor. You walk around with a messed up heel. So that's what the Knicks had to do. They right now, Evan Fournier is their Achilles heel on the defense. So what they do, they got to fix that Achilles heel. They got to get a heel. They put Grimes in there. So, and let's see if it pops up out. But I think it's a good move by the Knicks. I really does stabilize our defense a little bit more and let Evan Fournier come off the bench and just get it popping. That's all.
Yeah, I'm. If Grimes starts tonight, that's a great look because now we got someone bigger at the shooting guard position. Hopefully he could get warmed up and you know, start knocking down some shots because if he could have a night like Fournier's been having, 13 points with 3 rebounds and 2 assists, that's great for him to start off with. You know what I mean? For him to start off at that plateau, I believe he can elevate his ceiling to so much higher. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. I just want them the last couple of games that the Knicks have lost, you know, have been, you know, head scratches. They should have, could have, would have won the game if they would have done 1 or 2 other things. If they would have rebounded this game, you know, if they played a little better defense in this game, if they'd rebound and played a little defense in the third game or whatever. So hopefully tonight they bring all of these things into fruition, man. They need to rebound tonight, man. We need rebounds and we need defensive our defensive presence on that perimeter tonight, man. This team shoots about 45%, 45% from the 3-point land collectively. So we got to get out on this team and really play them hard tonight.
Yeah, real talk. You ain't kidding about that. Don't cats. They right now they shoot in 41.2% from downtown. That's
How much, Divine?
That 41.2.
41.2. I knew there was.
Yeah, you right there. And they shooting 48% from the floor. Obviously, that got a lot to do with it. The big man in the middle, Joel Embiid. He's shooting almost 80% from the Chaggy stripe. So we got to match that, man. We got to match them cats tonight, man. And it's all gonna start on the defense end. You got to match them cats' intensity, bro. You can't. Like I said, it's gonna be an interesting game, but it's a good test for them again. They had a rough schedule in the last first 10. Coming out the gate, Knicks had this daunting schedule. First game in Memphis, 3 in a row, and then after that, killers. Knicks got a lot of killers coming down the pipeline in these next couple of games, man. These next 7 to 10 games, they got to really be on their P's and Q's and get ready to ball. But let's see how it goes, man. I'm really interested to see how does defense look tonight. I'm looking for that tonight so much. The way if Quentin Grimes is up in there pressuring that 2 guard, they throw him on Maxey. That way Jalen Brunson knows he can get caught out there with all his foul trouble. I think that's a tremendous move. That'd be, to me, the best move Tiz them did this year. Even if they did it for that one game for that reason, to put a man on Tyrese Maxey, Quentin Grimes, let him slow him down much as he can, but he can play out there. Salute to my man Jermaine. Jermaine, what's good, brother? Salute to you. Salute. Yeah. Thank you, Nico. That's peace. Yeah, word up. Grind start. So that's good, man. That's more energy, more athleticism, more defense. Shoot the ball just about the same from the 3-point line. He's an underrated playmaker. Quentin Grimes, a very underrated playmaker. He could put the ball on the floor and make some really decent passes. And I think he can also get the ball to Mitchell Robinson on the alley-oop more than Fournier can. See, Fournier don't break down the defense enough to get in that lane to give Mitch to help Brunson give Mitch these alley-oops. By putting my man Quentin Grimes in there, he's gonna keep him honest from the 3 line. But the cat put the ball on the floor and go down the lane. So that's going to be a much better, how would I say, a much better look for the Knicks than with Evan Fournier, because Evan Fournier pretty much going to shoot the ball. He go down the hole every now and then. But Quentin Grimes literally can get down there. So I want to see that. It's going to be fun to see. Hopefully we can get back to some defense winning basketball tonight and walk out of Philadelphia with a win. We sure need that after the last 3 games, 3-game losing streak. But that's right. We know we ain't going to lose all of them. But tonight could be interesting, man. And it's like Andy said, it's going to definitely be it's going to be a change in from forward the way the Knicks compete moving forward, because now with Evan Fournier there, how does I think the odd man out, like we always say, might be Derrick Rose as situational. So it might be the time to make him situational and just roll with Cam Reddish, Fournier, and the man quickly in the main 3 in that backcourt for the Knicks. Roll with them 3. So and then let Derrick Rose come in sporadically when needed, and let Fournier back up to 2. Now I think it could work. I think it's a good look. I really do believe it might pay dividends. Take the pressure off of Evan Fournier on defense, and also give him a little bit more free reign to shoot the 3 ball on the offense, because he playing around cats that haven't did what he did yet. So he's gonna be one of the main factors in that second lineup, because nobody in that second lineup got experience like him. Not quickly. Not Cam Reddish, not Hartenstein, not none of them. They 4-year guy, this guy's a 10-year guy. So he in that second unit, he kind of gets to be almost a semi-leader in that second unit with Derrick Rose. And I think I might work for the Knicks, man. It might make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. Right now with Grimes coming back, we're gonna really see how Tibbs is gonna really run this rotation. And right now, you can see the matchup that you can see. You could be someone that you don't even know that Tibbs is going to put out there. You might see Grimes and Cam Reddish playing out there together. So that might be some two taller, lanky like guys that play semi gritty defense and stuff like that. In the second unit, that might be one of the lineups what we look to see for tonight. We just need some defensive intensity tonight, man. And the main thing that we have to do tonight is stop these guys from shooting 3-pointers. You know what I mean? I think that is one of the major things tonight. So let's see how the Knicks get out here and get at it tonight, man, because I think they're gonna have a different mindset after the way they got beat by Javonte Murray, man. He's the guy. They call him Leprechaun. He didn't even kill us the other game. It was Murray. Murray torched us, man.
Yeah,
man.
yep.
He ripped us, man. He came into the garden and he really did it. It wasn't so much majority of the other team. He came in that third quarter and scored 18 points, and we ain't scoring nothing. He outscored us, if I'm not mistaken, the whole third quarter. So that's what killed us, man. Let's get out here and get some defense on these 3-point shooters, man. We got to stop the 3-point shooter and stop. Tibbs runs a scheme of analytics, and depending on who's shooting the ball, you think about how many shots he shoots and how many shots he makes. If he's a guy that shoots 7 shots but he only makes 3 shots, you play the odds, kind of, sort of. And I mean, we don't need to play no odds tonight. Get up on these guys tonight, push some pace, grab some rebounds, hit some free throws, and we got to move the ball tonight. That's a big thing.
Yeah. My take tonight, and I'm gonna say it every night till they get it right. Defense. You better stop from scoring. I mean, you score 120, you give up 122, it don't mean nothing. Y'all gotta play defense up in New York, man. Real talk, man. You can't. What's good as you popping if the other guy popping with you? Your plus minus gonna be down there. It's gonna be minus. Why? Because he popping and you popping, you ain't did nothing. So you're gonna be in the minus. Defense, dominate, you will be all right. Usually when the Knicks play defense, they're always in a plus. When they don't play defense, they're in a minus because if you score 20, he scored 18. You still, and you ain't rebounding, you're gonna be in the minus. Shut them cats down, man. You want to get to the playoffs and you want to be a playoff team, you want to be a contender. The Knicks know they can score the ball. They got scores on that team. They're gonna play some defense. The only way the Knicks get to the playoffs is if they win defense. Because if you don't got the KDs of the world, you don't got all these LeBrons of the world, you can't rely on your offense like that. So you better have somebody who can stop people. We ain't got no superstars in New York right now. RJ trying to get to be a star, Randall trying to get to be a star. So but they ain't superstars. I mean, they can get stopped on any given night because they ain't superstars. On any given night, a superstar can pop every night. We don't have that in New York, so you better let the defense win for you because we don't got guys who can go out there on any night and drop 40. Nah, we don't have players like that. So you gotta be able to stop other people for you to get big. If you ain't scoring 50 or 30 and the other guy scores 30, then you're gonna lose the game. So I think it's just so simple. Get back to playing Knicks defense, and we know the offense can pop. We know that. We kind of seen that already this year what the offense could do. I just think the last 3 games in a row we lost been on the defense end. We didn't lose. We didn't lose to Devontae Murray and Atlanta Hawks because we couldn't score. It's because we gave up the scores. We had a 23-point lead. We gave it up. Defense. You know what I mean? Against the Milwaukee Bucks. Going into halftime right there. Boom. Defense would let them go on a 10-point run and shot us out the game. You know what I mean? Third quarter. 48 minutes a game. Play 48 minutes a game. And you can't play 36 like we always say. You can't play 36, 38 minutes. You got to play 40. Go hard or go home. That's what it all boiled down to. And the Knicks got to go hard. They ain't gonna be going home, man. So we got to get back at it. Embiid out. There you go. And now stay with the night shop. With Embiid out. That's what JJ reporting. That Embiid is out. So if Embiid out, you definitely got no excuse tonight. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We ain't got no excuse tonight, man. But I think we good though. I think we win that game tonight. I really do. I think, I thought we could win it with them be there, but I think the Knicks, by going with my man, and it changes the whole dynamic of that team. By putting Clinton Grimes in the New York Knicks starting lineup, so I'm telling y'all, this is the reason why I changed the whole dynamic of that team. The opposing team ain't going to score like that easy in the first quarter. And what happens when the Knicks get behind? We got to play catch-up. Putting Clinton Grimes in the starting lineup changes the whole way that Knicks defense play ball because now Mitchell Robinson don't feel like he got to try to cheat or he got to react a certain way because instead of him looking at his man, he's going to have to kind of react to the 2 guard coming down the middle.
Fournier's man, you can say it to Fournier's man driving down the hole and Mitchell Robinson picks up that stupid foul because he's helping All right, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's all good. But that's what it is. I mean, that's just from a defense standpoint, he changed the dynamics of the Knicks starting lineup because of what he could do and what he don't allow the other team to do. That's huge when it comes to swings and basketball. So let's see, man. Let's see if Quentin Grimes feeling good enough. He said he was been healthy the whole week, but since the week he haven't had no foot soreness. I think Tiz number just being cautious, or but now they threw him in there. Let's see if we get a pop tonight, man. We got about 10 minutes, man. We're gonna wrap it up in a minute and everything like that. But yeah, everybody go. Just people go through losing streaks. Look at LeBron that was at. LeBron that was then at 0-5 or something. They done won 2 in a row. A lot of teams go through. Look what the Nets is at. They'll probably start winning. The Knicks got to do the same thing. It ain't the end of the world. I still think the Knicks will win 45 games. It's just that these last couple of games have been kind of atrocious by the way our defense is playing, the way we've been giving up these leads that we had, fighting real hard to get back in it, and then wind up not closing the deal. And I think that's a energy and character issue, man. So let's go get it. I think the Knicks got a good team down there, but I think this could be a pivotal move for them in the season. It might seem minor on the surface, but I think at the end of the day, taking him out of that starting lineup is huge for the Knicks, and that's a positive. Not saying it to deflate Evan Fournier. I just always thought it was the right thing to do. And let's hope that they do it tonight, and then it paid dividends. You see a different defensive mindset, and you see a little bit more energy up and down the floor. Grimes can get up on a break with these guys. He can get up on a break with Jalen Brunson more faster than Fournier can. So it might be a good thing where you might get more pace tonight because of Grimes being in there because he can't get up and down the floor. So you might see a new pace for the Knicks tonight in the starting lineup. You're definitely going to see a little bit more of a better defense scheme, I think, with him out there. And that's the reason why they didn't want to get rid of him. I think the cat is that legit at that point, that 2-guard spot, combo guard. I think Quentin Grimes makes a difference. And I think tonight, if his shooting might not be there tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because he's just coming off of not playing basketball. But if his defense is dead, he changed the trajectory of the Knicks defense tonight. I'll be so happy tonight because I know that he changed the trajectory of the defense. I know the offense will come when it comes. So that's what I'm looking for tonight, Shop Powell, to see if he can make a difference on the defense end, and see how the other team's defense react to with him being in there. I just want to see that so bad tonight.
Yeah, I want to give a salute to Eddie Alvarez, man. You almost killed me right now about saying about somebody job's going to be on the line if Embiid and the Beard is not going to be out there. I almost died of it. But we yeah, man. I mean, we just got to get on the line, man. We just got to get step up to the plate, man. And if Embiid is not playing tonight, man, I'm just saying we should try to go in here. It's still not gonna be a cakewalk, but it should be a little easier for us to go in here and push this pace and grab some rebounds and win this game tonight, man. We got to push the pace. We got to move the ball, man, and get out on these perimeter shooters. When Embiid not there, I don't know who their backup center is. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they still have a pretty all right bench. You know what I mean? And we should not take anything lightly, man. We've been supering a little bit, man. We've been playing hero ball, like I think Eddie said that also. Hero ball. That's a big thing that I thought a lot about how the ball got stagnated. You be out on the I remember when I used to be out, and when this dude come on, you see the dude. Oh, here he come. He get on the ball, and he wanna do all of this and drive to the hole and throw the ball off of 2 backboards and bounce it off the floor and all this other stuff, whatever. But we don't need no hero ball tonight, man. We need to pass the ball like a hot potato, man. Get it to the open. To that open person and shoot the shot, man. So let's see if we can do that tonight, man. I think I wish we could have seen what we could have did with Embiid tonight, but if he's not there, I hope Mitchell Robinson can come out here tonight and dominate and stay on the floor tonight. No excuses.
Unique said that he is playing tonight. So we had to see. They had him on a lineup card, my lineup card, per lineups.com. They had him on there, and they pretty actual with their stuff, so I never really had a problem. Anytime I post a start lineup on there, and we get on the night when I watch the game, it'd be that lineup. So they're pretty accurate with their stuff. But if we playing, that's cool, man. You want to order to beat the best, you got to beat the best. But and we got to see. So if he wasn't playing, I mean, he might not be 100%. Who cares? I want him at 100%. I don't want no excuses with the Knicks when y'all beat them. I'm gonna go spank whoever in front of you. You know what I mean? I don't care how good they are. How good he is. It's a team thing. I really want to see the Knicks just go out there and get back to what they do. Play b-ball, play defense, run the pace like you said, shoot the damn free throws better. You know what I mean? That the Achilles heel of the charity stripe, they free points. Like Kobe said, they're free points. I mean, how you not gonna want free points? Go to the charity stripe. Somebody giving you free points, knock them down. No hand in your face and nothing. They got to get that situated. I want to see Julius Randle bounce back, man. I was disappointed the other day with the way Julius Randle played some subpar game for him the other night. It wasn't even about the offense shot power. It was just his body language. I didn't like that. I didn't really like that. He's been the last couple of games. He really hasn't had it, but then he's been playing the creme de la creme teams too. So let's hope Julius Randle bounce back tonight. RJ's been pretty much average doing what he do, getting better. Jalen Brunson played some pretty tough point guard the last 3 games. Drew Holiday. From an offense standpoint, Trey Young, and who the other team was also sorry, I got that their point guard was good as well. The game that we lost to Milwaukee, I had to check the schedule again. I apologize for that, but he's been playing some pretty tough point guards, man. So he got to kind of get in this group tonight down there. And he went to Villanova. One thing about Jalen Brunson, he ain't gonna have no problem with the crowd tonight. That brother went to Villanova, Philadelphia. He a Philadelphia Eagle fan actually. So Jalen Brunson, I think he's gonna be comfortable tonight in the building because he got Philly love in his body. So I think he's comfortable doing it. And let's see how it goes, man. Maybe Gas can find lightning in the bottle tonight and rebound off a 3 loss, take it out, block it all out your mind. Don't worry about it. It's over. You know, it's just a memory. You can't live it again. It's a memory. So don't worry about it. You don't take the L, move on. We'll move on to the next. You know what I mean? From X to the next. You know, if you leave it and go to the next one, whatever. You gotta let it go. You know what I mean? I think they do that tonight, man. I think we should be all right. It's gonna be a real entertaining game down there. So we're gonna get out of here in a few minutes. The game about to start soon. But listen, salute to the chat, man, and everybody for coming in tonight. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. Divine and Shot Powers in the building, man. Knicks pregame show. You already know. Let's go ahead and see if the Knicks can get a victory tonight, man. We need it in the worst way just to kind of get back to 500 and feel good about ourselves. And I think we will. Oh, man, Eddie, man, salute. Mets, Knicks fan, let's go. Salute to you, my brother. Thank you for coming in. Sorry you gave me late, man. We about to get out the building, Mets. But we'll holler at you, man. Tomorrow, it's a back-to-back anyway. We'll be back in the building tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Knicks will be in MSG against the Boston Celtics. So we got a back-to-back game. So y'all go enjoy this one, man. Y'all go in and get yourself ready, get your nourishment, your popcorn, whatever you need, your beverages, and get ready to watch the Knicks basketball down here in Philly, your brother love, man. And hopefully we can prevail with a victory to get us back to 500 and feel good about ourselves. Shot Powers was good, my brother. Holla at your boy.
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it. Let's get this win tonight. I'm gonna predict this little quick win tonight. It's gonna be a tight game. I think it's gonna be both teams are around 109, 115. So let's go 113 to 109 tonight. New York Knicks.
South Powell got 113, 109. I think the Quentin Grimes factor might play a major part just from a standpoint of defense. I'm going to go 107, 99. 107-99 Knicks tonight. Yo, salute to the chat. That's where it's at, man. Peace to the God, Allah wise, my physical air like unique. Salute to you, my brother. Peace to you. Steve Noir. Salute to you, Crow. Salute Eddie Alvarez. Always good to see you here dropping that time. Appreciate you, brother, because you really put it down for us, and everybody else do as well. But thank you for participating always. Met Knicks fan, let's go. Shop Howard, Divine, Johnny Davis, Unique Login, peace. West Coast Knicks, peace. JJ, Cash Out, my brother. Salute to you. Let's get D-Rob. What's good, Chef NYK. Hector Gaston, salute to Hector, my man. Salute to you, JD. You already know Johnny Davis in the building always, man. Appreciate you, JD. Jermaine Royce, a salute to you as well. And everybody, P Nice, Pudge Nice in the building, repping all the time. Everybody, man, make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button, running out the door, say no more. You know what it is, man. Tell a friend. Knicks Real Talk International. Andy, my brother, Black and Andy in the building. Salute to Black and Andy in the Real Talk. Jet for life, everybody. Let's go, New York Knicks, man. Let's get it, man. We need this W tonight. Real Talk, we need that. Let's go get this thing popping, man. And that's what we do. Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. Divine, Shaw Power, the chat. That's where it's at. Salute to everybody, man. Peace.
Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This real talks the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, I'm dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight fact. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the facade. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feeling trooping in 10 books. As they cook my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. And we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. The city decks is on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it.